To several she's a contemporary day Joan of Arc. Other urge her Shirley character, a act on Hollywood kid artist Shirley Shrine, pretending she is a celebrity of staged Palestine promotion. At 16, Ahed Tamimi is now a renowned Palestine inmate, detained by Israel in December on extortion of assaulting a man and instigation to abuse. On environment, a magistrate orderly her extended arrest before her test up an Israelite war trial. The initial testimony versus her is an on the internet live video shot on December 15, that went viral and has been often displayed and debated by main print. In it, Ahed confronts two Israelite soldiers external her household in the held western banking countryside of Nabi Saleh, needing they receive of. She pushes them and one swats her off. Later she slaps and kicks them in her older his cousin, Nur. The Israelite soldiers do not respond and Ahed's mom, Nariman, intervenes. Days after, Ahed was detained in a overnight time attack, shot by Israelite forces. Her mom was arrested while she went to a police force plant to ask following her child. He's be a really essential instance, says Ahed's attorney, Gabi Lasky. So lot human beings are take all the power concerning all they aware or sense on the Israelite-Palestinian dispute. You sense it in the court. To a length period, Israelis weren't behavior in invasion, they weren't speaking on she goes on, offering the test raises a issue. Human beings how are held, do they include a law to struggle invasion? Yes or no, and which is the top way to do For lot Palestinians, Ahed is a character of their nationalist fight for the digital year. They see her permanent up to the fact of Israelite invasion, protecting her household in her naked hands. Ahed is told to include been irate at the period of the confronting since her 15-year-old his cousin had been severely injured, shooting in the person in a tire shot. Meantime, Israelite print include surveyed if the soldiers showed sample moderation or cowardliness. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, says how the two soldiers were portion of a deploy ship to Nabi Saleh to transactions in Palestinians throw stone at military and at a way utilized by Israelite motorists. Down there had been common strife next the U.S. judgment to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's equity. It is not the at first period how videos of Ahed include been the object of intensive discussion, guideline to Israelite accusations how her household intentionally provokes soldiers to phase against Israeli promotion. Pro-Israeli activists urge such a length Pallywood. Elderly 11, Ahed was shot menacing to toddy a man following her older sibling was detained. 2 years back, she bit a man hard to arrest her junior sibling. Currently while she's in prison, I believe she's departure to pay the cost and he's a really top cost, says Anat Berko, an Israelite MP of Main Secretary Benjamin Netanyahu's Likud side. Or I am really disappointed how the household did not halt the behavior. Same motive is to be provocation and our courageous soldiers did not respond to the provocation behavior of the Tamimi lady. I trip Ahed's dad, Bassem Tamimi, at his household. He is an militant who has been often concluded by Israel, largest newly for connecting illicit demonstrations and send human beings to cast stone. For year, he organized weak protests in that villagers, frequently united by Israelite and overseas cohesion activists, would try to march to earth undertaken by a neighboring Israelite community. Settlements are deliberate illicit by World Act, although Israel disputes the. Normally the marches would conduct to clashes, in Israelite soldiers shooting teardrop gas and tire bullets. But Mr. Tamimi ever permitted his 4-person's family to take part. In 2012, the family's gaffer was shooting corpse for clashes. Previous, Ahed was guest to Turkey by later Main Secretary Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who vaunted her actions. She has newly speak as a Palestine militant in Southward Africa and at the Europe Parliament. Of year I'm concerned, but I am pride of my child, I am lucky how she became the ghost and sample of the new general for impedance, Bassem Tamimi says. He dismisses suggestions the videos showing Ahed are staged. They say he's a cinema, or he's a theater. Later I ask you, how can we give such soldiers to our household to do the act, he says. Confrontations among Palestine family and Israelite soldiers are nearly a everyday incident in the Western banking. On 1,400 minor children include been pursued in specific youthful war courts above the history 3-year, the IDF says. Palestine rights groups are really crucial of the Israelite framework, proverb it lacks basic protections and gives no warranty of a equitable test. They spot out how Israelite Novoslav are tested in civilian courts. Yet the ex-head IDF attorney for the Western banking, Maurice Hirsch, defends the framework. Basic rights are guarantee for all. It doesn't question if thou be an Israelite or Palestine, says Mr. Hirsch, who now plant for Jerusalem-based NGO Display, a team how documents estimated distortions of humane rights and world law associated to the Arabic-Israeli dispute. Ahed was surveyed. She told anything for her questioning, she kept her law to silent. Ahed utilized her law to consult in a attorney. Mr. Hirsch viewed the more than severe allegation on Ahed's accusation leaf to be how she supposedly taken to impact social view and done a straight urge to conduct out attacks. At the end of the on the internet live video, Ahed telephone call for big demonstrations as same just way to achieve results, but says US CEO Donald Trump card must carry liability for any Palestine abuse consisting stabbings and suicidal attacks. Nariman Tamimi is as well cladding extortion of attack and instigation to abuse. Nur Tamimi is charged of attack. The instance of the three will be observed close, in every party potential to complaint a ethical win everything the result.